I already messed up. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the She Didn't Text Back podcast. My name is Destiny, and joining me today is Miss Kat Santos. This is the first time we've ever
our first episode
collaborated other than like
also
our
true.
niche, you know?
Yeah.
So tell us a little about yourself. We're going to break the ice here like we do in college, you know, get to know one another, all of us
so
here.
Exciting. Great memories. Icebreakers. But yeah, so we met through our work. So I'm an artist. I paint naked ladies. Check it out. So yeah, I had an art show and Destiny featured her beautiful song Sunflower Baby. Check it out, featuring Kai.
On Apple Music and Spotify, featuring Kai Young.
Check it out. So that's how we met. I'm an artist. That's all I really know about myself. So I'm still figuring it out, and let's figure it out together, guys.
I fucking love that. So, like Catherine mentioned, I am a singer-songwriter. I've been making music for about a year and some change. It's been a hell of a journey, and I'm very excited. Hell of a ride, indeed. I can't wait to see what the new year brings in. We've got a lot of new work, I feel like, the both of us.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that we are conjuring up in our brain. The juices are flowing.
Cooking up,
and
y'all.
this is one of the ways that we can creatively express ourselves. Yeah. I feel like making music is always going to be my number one, but I really wanted to dive into something else because first of all, I love talking. Like, I talk a lot. So this is a perfect opportunity to talk to you, my good friend, my good mate, and to talk to you guys, get to know all of you. If you're not already, follow us on Instagram. Mine is Destiny L. It's DESTXNYL.
Mine is Catherine M. Santos, KATHARINEMSANTOS. Damn.
That was long.
It is really long.
So let's catch up.
In.
Okay, so I haven't seen Kat in a couple of days. We are going to talk about our weekend, what we did. Do you want to start?
Yeah, I so want to start. Okay. So I've been dying to tell Destiny. So for the first time, I tried shrooms. And so this is how it happened. So on, I believe, Thursday, I wanted to ease into it. So I did one square. It was like a chocolate infused.
Do you know
I'm
how
trying
many
to remember the
milligrams?
milligrams. I can't remember. Can we insert that? We'll insert that. So I did one square, and that was the recommended for microdosing. So I took half, and then the next hour I took another half, and I just felt like really happy and light. And I was just very appreciative of everything around me. And then the next day I was like, okay, let me do one full one. So I did one full square. And I was like, okay, this is cool. And then 2 hours later, I did another square. And I was so grateful for life, bro. On that day, I was driving with my brother to Goodwill. Yo, the sun was setting. It was golden hour.
Oh, my.
I couldn't see the sun, but you know that reflection?
Yeah. I'm so glad that you went outside during that, too, because, like, so
I took your advice. Yeah, absolutely.
I've done shrooms twice before. And like Kat said, I just felt so euphoric and appreciative of life. I wanted to hug everybody. I wanted to text everybody that I knew, like, yo, yes. I fucking love you so much.
Absolutely.
I listened to Angel by The Weeknd, cried my eyes out for an hour.
Yeah, I was definitely emotional as fuck, bro.
Like, I was taking pictures of my hands because they looked very, like, so when you're on shrooms, if you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. It's a very weird experience because everything around you just, like, comes to life. My hands were, like, vibrating, and I saw the colors of the vibration, if that makes sense.
Oh, shit.
So I was trying to take pictures of it and send them to my friends, like, guys, look at my fucking hand.
Do you see the vibrations?
And they were like, yo, you're tripping balls because we don't see shit. And I was like, great, okay.
I love it.
I'm an idiot.
I'm just seeing shit, thanks. No, yeah, I loved it. I haven't done the full crazy dosage. The most that I did was on that Saturday. I started with 2 in the morning, and then 2 hours later I took 2 more, and then I went for a walk in the park. Nah, that day was some other shit, bro. I spent so much time with my family, and I hugged everyone. We had so much conversation. I ate great food. The park was beautiful. I brought a joint, and I forgot a lighter. Like, good pothead I am. And I asked a couple people, but I think they thought I was a child because I was dressed in, like, sweatpants and a sweater, and I was like,
that's
okay.
fair, I guess, but at the same time, like, you don't look like you're...
Sometimes look like, I do. If I'm not
you
like
could pass
dressed up,
18, and I would give an 18-year-old a lighter. I'd be like, hey, like, don't make this a habit. But like,
they knew what I was doing. They knew. But yeah, I love shrooms. So now I wanna buy another one and do a full trip. But I'm in love.
Would you buy the actual? I don't want to mess up the word for it.
The actual like mushroom in itself. Yeah. I really want to try it because I feel like it would be stronger, and I want to experience that, but I'm a little worried about the taste.
It tastes like shit.
Because
like
the cookie
straight
I
up
bought,
earth shit is the best way I can explain it. What you can do is blend it into a smoothie. Delicious. Put it in a tea.
Yeah, I love smoothies.
Or you can put it, like, crumble it up, because it's like the texture is like, I feel like you could break it easily. It's very fragile and like thin, like paper mache.
Okay. Interesting.
You could do that and, like, put it in food or sprinkle it on something. Sprinkle it on your cereal.
Yeah, the chocolate tasted like armpits, so I can only imagine.
Ew.
Yeah, like straight up armpits. It was supposed to taste like cookies and cream, and it did not.
That's fucking gross. I would be so upset.
Yeah, it was disgusting. But the effects were beautiful. I would honestly say, like, I almost enjoyed it more than weed. In some ways. Yeah. Like, it just made me happy and, like, ready to go. And I just had so much energy somehow, and the joy of the experience was so beautiful. And then weed is like dope, but I don't know. I'm a little conflicted right now.
It's a new experience.
It is.
You know? I want to feel the way I feel on shrooms every time I smoke weed. Like, sometimes I do if it's like a new strain, but most of the time it's like the same old shit. It's a habit at this point, but shrooms. Definitely tap into that if you are over the age of 21 and you can get them legally, then go ahead, do it, trip out.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Go outside, touch some grass. You will feel like you're a part of the earth, legitimately.
The grass will touch you back.
In
a beautiful way.
And sing to you.
Oh my God. I'm just kidding.
No, that won't happen. Don't worry, guys.
I heard some people say that they experienced that, though.
So, it can happen. If you are eating, like
a crazy dosage.
A crazy amount mixed with other types of drugs. Like, I know people who have mixed all of that, and they've seen, like, cartoons coming to life and, like, running around the room. And I'm like, okay, that's fucking scary, and I never, ever want to experience that in my life. That's not the type of high I want to be, or, like...
No.
That's just scary. It's fucked up.
Because, like, how are you going to react? What are you going to do? You're seeing shit you've never seen in your life. Fight them off. Fucking bitch. No, yeah, I get scared of, like, a little too much. But, nah, the amounts that I took, chef's kiss. Working out on shrooms, I worked out on shrooms today.
I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I would have,
when I tell you that shit was awesome, I wish I had the time. I almost stayed a whole another hour, bro.
Damn. Yeah. You were on, like, beast mode. You were literally The Rock.
I was ready.
It's about drive. It's about power.
No, it was fucking awesome. I felt like I took a whole fucking serving plus of C4.
What is that?
C4 is a pre-workout.
That sounds
I'm no expert. I just started taking this, like, a month ago.
That sounds like a chemical.
But, like,
that should not be in your body.
It gives me energy. And I take it when, like, I'm struggling to, like, get out of bed to go to the gym. And it helps. But, like, it makes me feel itchy and, like, I feel tingles in my skin.
That's what I was explaining earlier.
That's what I was telling you.
I'm not on pre-workout.
You don't take pre-workout. That's weird. But then I feel like, so Destiny was saying, like, she would feel itchiness and, like, the tingling when she works out, but she doesn't take pre-workout. So what I'm thinking is, like, maybe... I don't know, it's an allergy on the whatever they use to clean the stuff. But, like, how are you feeling it on your feet?
It's on my feet and on my hands. I don't even know how to Google it. Like, my feet and hands itch. What does that mean?
This.
Okay.
I'm a Google queen.
I would love to know.
We're going to find out.
Does anybody want to fact check that?
Yeah. Oh my god, are we going to do that right now?
We're going to fact check, guys, from our friends over at So-Called Studios, Chris and
Shout
Danny.
out to Chris and Danny.
So can you please Google, why do my hands and feet itch at random times? I would love to know.
You said when you shower and when you go to the gym?
No, okay. So it sounds like we're describing athlete's foot, but I promise you guys it is not. I feel like I would have known that by now. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it just happens at really random moments. Like, it'll just tingle and like my hands get red and my feet get swollen.
So here's a question. What makes it different from athlete's foot that makes you believe that it's not athlete's foot?
I think athlete's foot, like, it smells, and it's also not in your hands. It's on your feet.
Interesting point too. Okay,
and it's also when like you walk around, like you can get athlete's foot, if I'm not mistaken, if you walk around like in wet areas. From
like bacteria from water and moistness, right?
And I dry like the fuck out of my feet after I take a shower.
Damn. I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Could be of hair regrowth, sunburns, insect bites, dry skin, or healing wounds.
You think maybe you have dry skin?
I guess so. I mean, it's not like... My hands and feet are not that dry.
May I see your hand?
Yes, you may. They're a little clammy. You're gonna have a long life. Please tell me what you see.
I don't think your hand is dry.
Yeah, and my feet are dry.
What is happening?
I lotion my feet every day.
Every day. I lotion my feet every day too, for us to get crustaceous.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
if you don't lather yourself in lotion, something is wrong with you. Because why do you want to walk around ashy as fuck?
It doesn't look good and it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's rubbing against your skin.
Yeah. Especially in the winter, it's almost like if you don't put lotion on, you can like feel your skin crack.
Same. Like I'm looking at it now and I'm a little bothered. I hope nobody points that out. I hope nobody can see that.
I don't think
but my legs are a little bit ashy right now and I'm fucking pissed about it because it's just like, it just looks weird. It feels weird.
It's uncomfortable. That's the biggest thing for me.
Thank you so much for that, Danny.
Thank you. Shout out to Danny. So tell me about your weekend. Tell me, please.
So I put on my big girl boots and
she did it.
I went to a gun range, and let me just tell you guys, that was a good way to relieve a lot of stress that I've been feeling. And I know that like guns are scary. It's a sensitive topic, especially with a lot of the things that go on in our country. However, my intentions were to go in there and shoot a gun.
Right.
Just to feel what it feels like. And it made me feel like so like strong. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if
empowering.
I don't know if anybody else feels that way if they shoot, but
I've heard like everyone that's ever shot before, they feel empowered.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. And like I was told before going in there that it was going to be loud because it's live rounds and there's so many people in there. So they were like, you're going to get shaken up. And I was like, all right. So I walked in there a little nervous, like, okay, like, calm down. It's all right. It's all good. But, like, as soon as the gun started firing, like, I felt fine. It felt like I've been there and done that before.
That's so crazy.
And now I'm thinking, like, damn, was I a shooter in my past life?
In
like,
another
what was
lifetime?
I doing?
Yo, that's crazy. Isn't that so, like... It's an interesting feeling, like it's cool, but it's also very uncomfortable to think like this feels a little too familiar.
Exactly. That's how I felt. Like I was holding, like, so I shot a rifle. I don't know the name of it. Don't ask me about any of that.
I shot something.
So like just holding it, I was like, why is this so easy to like do? Like, why am I comfortable with it?
Right.
And I also shot a pistol. That one I didn't really like, because like you have to hold it like that, and it's like cocking back like that. So I was like, ooh, okay.
I can see how that would be more comfortable with the rifle. Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't gone shooting. I'm dying to go shooting.
You should definitely go.
And it's crazy because, like, I was brought up in, like, a home where mostly everyone was, like, pro guns. So, like, there was always, like, someone shooting at a range somewhere. I just never had the balls to. But I think I just want to just do it just to see it. Let's go.
Make it a day.
Yo, we'll make it a day.
We'll vlog it, maybe. That'd be so
maybe.
fun.
Would you be interested in watching that?
You guys are down to see that? Yes, sir.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to.
I think that's like the most exciting thing. Oh, wait. So after the gun range, I was driving and I looked out the window and I just saw all the stars in the sky, like illuminating everything. And I was tripping out because I was like, bro, like these are stars in the sky so far away from us and we could see it. Like, it just made me feel like so small but so significant in a way.
Yeah.
And
I love
so
stars.
the area where I was at, it's like the sticks, like no lighting, no nothing. There's just barns everywhere. It's like, it's crazy. So like, I was looking up, I'm
So you
looking
saw
and I'm like, wow, I see the Milky
everything.
Way. I literally saw the Milky Way.
That's beautiful.
It was the most, like, I think I shed a tear. I was like, God,
How can you
this is
not?
so beautiful.
Now, one of my favorite things is my family does trips to Vermont here and there, in a cabin on the mountain. And late at night, like the last time I went with my brother, we smoked mad weed and just looked at the stars with this telescope. Oh, my two brothers were there actually.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
it was beautiful because there's like we're in the middle of nowhere in Vermont. There is no light. Like you don't even need to see this telescope, and like the whole sky is filled with dots. The whole sky, bro. Oh. Some other shit. I want to go to
Vermont so bad.
Yo, next time we have that cabin, we all out.
We go.
Gang.
Definitely. We gotta take a trip to Vermont, Canada.
We do a vlog of that. You guys want to see this shit?
Hell yeah, man. All of that is gonna come sooner than later, I hope.
I hope so. I need a little vacation.
Same.
Budget friendly.
Yes. So I use this app. It's called Hopper. And what it does, it finds the best deals for flights. So you guys should definitely check that out. And I think you can also accumulate something that's called Carrot Cash within the app. So like, if you spend a certain amount or something, they'll give you cash back to get like $20 off a hotel or a flight or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Hopper?
Mm-hmm.
Hopper.
The only thing that's annoying about it is that you can just like look up a flight randomly just to see, and it'll send you notifications like every time the price goes up or down. You could turn that notification off, and I'm just like, can you guys not? Like, I just wanted to look at a trip to Aruba. That does not mean I'm fucking going.
I know.
I can only dream.
But you know what I love for budget-friendly trips? I went on one this year to Jamaica, to a resort, all-inclusive. That was some other shit, bro. I ate so much food. I gotta say, I think the liquor was watered down. But
probably, yeah.
It was so relaxing to not think about where I'm going for dinner or going anywhere. I just drank all day. I smoked some weed.
Really?
And I ate food. Yeah, in Jamaica. It was dope.
Where did I go? I went to the Bahamas. I always confuse Jamaica and Bahamas. Don't know why. But that was... Or no. So when I was in Honduras, I went on a cruise, and we were there.
Word? How was that?
It was, oh my God, Rotan. It's like one of the nicest beaches like in the world.
Wow.
It was so pretty. So there was like a whole bunch of people like sitting, like on the docks and shit, and they offered my friends like weed.
Oh,
so it was
shit.
so dope. Like, it was
Nice.
so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love traveling.
Yeah, I wish I had more money.
I'm gonna manifest let's manifest with our cash.
Our cash money.
Our cash money, that this will hopefully turn into real money to fund our trip across country, across the world.
I would love to do like an RV trip across the U.S. That was like a lifelong dream.
I still want to do that.
I watched a lot
I'm gonna do that before I die, like
movies.
for sure.
Yeah, how cool would that be? Just wake up somewhere new every day. Every day.
That's the type of person I am too. Like, I don't like being stationary. I like being on the go, on the move. Like, I don't think I'm ever really home except to sleep, because like when I go to work, I'm there for 8 hours, and then
so much time.
I go out like to hang out with my friends or to come to the studio, or shout out to Hub Life Studios, book a session. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I just be out. I don't like being home. I can't wait to get out of Jersey. Oh my God.
Dirty Jersey. I love Jersey because it's home, but like, I personally, I want to be somewhere warm where the sun always shining. I want to feel my sun. The sun sizzle on me.
The rain.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't you go to Washington? The rain's a lot there.
Yeah, but it's like that. That's a little depressing. Like if it rains constantly.
Very Twilight.
I don't want that. I don't want that film, look over my life, and I feel like that's how it would look every day.
Love of your life, Edward.
No. Let me just say, I was so fucking obsessed with Edward.
Yo.
Like, it was unhealthy
say I had a big crush on him.
Being in love with a man that young. Because, like, I read all of the books, and then I watched the movies. I was one of those. And when I saw that they picked this man, I was like,
Yo, there's no crush like your first crush is like on TV.
who do you remember to be like your first, like, oh my God?
My first crush was, I should have not felt this at such a young age. Shark Tale?
Which?
The sexy lady?
Oh, Lola.
Is her name Lola?
Is it Lola?
It's definitely Lola.
Are you sure?
It just sounds right.
Yeah, right. It rolls off the tongue. Angelina Jolie plays her, so.
Oh, of course she does.
Exactly,
She fucking looks like her. I didn't even know that. That makes me love her even more.
I thought you were gonna say Will Smith's character, and I was gonna laugh like, wow, okay,
no, absolutely
that's different.
not.
I never heard of that.
No, Lola.
Damn, Lola, yeah.
Lola.
That's a good one. Now I'm trying to remember, like.
That was my first, intense.
My first, live action crush, I think, was the guy who played Peter Pan.
Word?
Yo. He was hot when I was a kid. I was like, oh my God.
I can see that.
I was at the movie theater with my dad, and, I just remember telling him, I like looking at him a lot. And he was like, yeah, watch the movie.
That. I enjoy that forever. Get a cutout.
Yeah, man. I fucking love that movie.
Yo, if I had the money that I wanted as a kid, I would have bought cutouts of every one of my crushes.
I, for the most part, did that. I would buy those magazines. I don't even remember the name of them. But you know what I'm talking about. They had quizzes inside of it.
The quizzes? I got it for the quizzes.
I loved those magazines so much. They had posters of all of,
We're going to need to find out the name of this.
Somebody, please.
Was it, 16 magazine? Not that, was it? No, that had the quizzes. There was one that everyone
There's so many, if you guys know of any, let us know in the comment section.
I would love to find out.
Yeah, because that would be, tapping into a memory.
I would love to retake some quizzes.
Oh, same. I want to know. I wish that I could have saved all of those and kept them till now, because
how cool would that be?
That'd be amazing to look back at. I beat myself up so much because this is my journal right here, guys. It's just propped up here. I write in here every single day without a beat. There's so much shit in here.
Yo, I can only imagine
that, I've had journals like this since I was a kid, and I would write front to back all the time too. But I threw all of those away, I think, because I was just I don't want to read about any of that anymore. That's a little too traumatic.
Yeah. I never journaled when I was a kid because
I love
my
writing.
Family was invasive as fuck. I had to journal once, and I knew my mom read it, and I was like, never again. And I just left it blank forever.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was awful. I had nowhere to put my feelings into. But now I journal the fuck, because who the fuck's going to read my shit?
Exactly.
Oh, Tumblr.
Did you ever, write those, emo posts on Tumblr?
Oh, absolutely.
He believes she lied or some shit like that.
Yo, I was so emo, bro. I don't know who broke my heart, but somebody broke my heart.
Bad.
Every day bad. I was just always sad. I would I remember one time I would make myself suffer. I would watch all these sad movies and shit. And then I watched this one video. It was some really dark shit. Trigger warning, this is rough. It was some someone was throwing puppies in a river. I got so upset. I got so emotional. Yo, it was 9 p.m. that I saw it. I stayed up until 5 in the morning trying to find out what I could do to make a difference. I was Googling.
Starting a petition I need your help now.
Dude, I was so upset.
What was bumping, though?
Weird, I don't remember what was the point. Oh, dark childhood. Ugh.
I want to grow up. It's disgusting.
My body rejects it.
When I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't have been on the internet the way that I was.
No, I should not have either.
Because I have seen some twisted ass shit. I'll tell one story because it's funny, but it's also just bitch, why were you looking at that?
Why were you on
the
internet?
My cousin and I, shout out Lexi.
I don't know you, Lexi, but shout out Lexi.
She and I were at one of her friend's house, and at this point, this was around the time where, Blue Waffle was a thing, and, 2 kids, 1 sandbox, shit like that. So...
yeah, those things.
So we're watching videos like that, just laughing, having a ball, just, looking at these images and being yeah, this is so funny, but really, it's you shouldn't be looking at that.
Just knowing what era you're talking about, I'm scared.
This woman, this bold woman, wide open, booty hole open and all, like popped out balls from her vagina, and then a Nerf football came out. Like,
no,
yeah,
a whole Nerf
football
after balls came out already
like,
in one segment.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's talent.
That is talent. That must have taken a lot of practice. And then when you think
about it, like, we can literally birth children that weigh up to like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So yes, it's a good utilization for that. I don't know how I feel about shoving those things in that area because it just doesn't feel it. One, I don't like wearing tampons. Or TMI, sorry. But they're uncomfortable. Why the fuck would I want a Nerf football shoved up there with tiny little balls?
Let me say, I wore a tampon for the first time like 2 weeks ago. Then I haven't I've been using a menstrual cup, like a Diva cup, for 2 years now. So since then, and it was so uncomfortable. I don't know how I used to do that to my little cooter all the time. My poor cooter. She was not happy that day.
I hate tampons. I just hate everything that we have to use.
Gosh.
I hate periods. I am like
pro
cut periods off, cut our uteruses out. We don't want.
I don't want kids. So
that's
can we just wrap it up?
Apparently, Elon Musk, I read, said that there's not going to be like any humans left because this generation doesn't want to have kids because of climate change and there's the money. I forgot.
there's in way more than enough people to keep procreating though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there are approximately 7 billion people on this earth, Elon. If you knew so fucking much, like 300,000 or maybe there's probably a lot of people. I want to see a survey of how many people from the ages of 21 to 35, like how many of those people want to have kids. I would love to know. So I want to show you a song that I recorded last week. It's so called Forget It, and my brother Tito, aka Remember When, produced it. Nice. And
shout out Tito,
for real. That's my fucking dog. What was I saying? Yeah, so I wrote the hook and the bridge a couple of days before we actually recorded, but then I came in here to record that and I freestyled the verse. Ooh. So it's like very, like what I said felt like so like, damn, that's it, like that's what was missing from this. So I'm very excited to play it for you. We're gonna like cut this out because I don't want them to hear the song. So then we'll like cut back into just like your reaction of it.
Okay.
High off that serotonin supply my mind. Really got that vibe that I like.
Yo, when I say like I felt that, like I felt it in my body. Like I love music that makes me feel, and that shit just, I can just see myself listening to that with the windows down on a long ass drive. Oh, it's so fitting. Oh, I felt that.
Thank you so much.
Please, when are you gonna release this?
Probably like 2022. I don't really know too sure. I mean, I don't really know when exactly, but it's a good song. Like,
let me just say, this is gonna deserve a visualizer. We're gonna have to work something up.
That's what I was saying. Like, there's a lot of ideas that could. Thank you so much. There's a lot of ideas that can go behind this visually. So I'm very excited to start working on that.
Yeah, you can do so much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful song.
I have so many like different types of videos too. Like, the options are endless.
And I love that you said basically the process was just natural. Like things just kind of happened and it came together. That's beautiful. I feel like some of the best stuff.
Works. Like, I'm sure when you're painting, like going into it, you might not have an idea, but just like something you see or hear or feel.
That's so funny. That's literally what happened with my piece that went viral. So if you guys don't know, one of my TikToks went viral, one of my paintings. And it's crazy because that painting, I had no plan for that. Like, it came out of a sexual experience that I had. In that moment, I was like, wait, I want to, like, document this through paint. And then I painted it that same night, and I made the TikTok that same night. And then the next day is when it went out and blasted. And, like, I feel like all the shit that, like, people appreciate the most is always the quickest and, like, just naturally because an idea came to mind and I just needed it to come out onto canvas. Yeah, I love that shit.
I really love it.
That makes me happy. That song. I need it now.
Right? Like, I listen to it every morning. Every time I'm on break from work, I'm like, I gotta listen to this shit right now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send that to me.
So we asked some of our followers on social media to send in topics or questions that you guys might have for us. We're gonna be doing this every episode, so feel free to either DM us on social media or submit down in the comment section, and we'll review them, then go over them for the next week.
Yep.
Do you wanna?
I'll go ahead and start because one of the questions is super relevant to what we were just talking about. It was about art and art that kind of crosses boundaries in a way, and that is so relevant to my art because I paint naked ladies.
It's a controversial topic that shouldn't be controversial.
Shouldn't. Yeah, and I think it's like, it's awesome because you can look back, like some of my favorite paintings is from like the Renaissance period. And that shit's fucking gorgeous. You see some of the naked ladies just laying there in their boldness, and I love it. I think it's beautiful, and it's like our bodies, and it's a beautiful way to kind of showcase them and kind of show it in different perspectives and different lights. And it's awesome. And I feel like there's different arts that cross boundaries. Like there's very dark pieces that a lot of people will say, like, why would you put like all those dark feelings on a canvas? Or this just makes me feel sad looking at it. And I love stuff like that too, because in crossing boundaries and like getting into the taboo, what's considered taboo and what's considered wrong, or like what we should stray away from, you show people that they're not alone. And like the feelings that they feel is like, first of all, relatable to other people, and second of all, like there's other people trying to figure their way out through it, through art, and it shows you like, okay, we don't all have it figured out, we're just all kind of trying, and okay, I can totally resonate with this because of this part of my life, and I think that's fucking awesome. It touches chords that aren't normally touched.
That's what art is supposed to do, you know, whether that's through music or painting or film. It's supposed to evoke feelings that are a little too hard to face in our everyday life. Like, I know I speak for myself, but, you know, throughout my days, I'm trying not to think about those dark things, and I'm trying really hard not to, like, turn a little negative comment that someone said or a negative feeling and manifest it into a physical ailment. So,
right.
Like, for me, whenever I get depressed or I just have a really bad thought, I allow it to, like, turn into, now I have a headache. Now I can't stop crying. Now I can't, like, think straight because I'm letting this one little thought that I created that could be destroyed.
Right.
I let it take over.
Yeah, I'm such an overthinker like that, too. Like, I just kind of, a situation that doesn't even exist yet, like, I created in my mind, and I created 50 different ways that it can go down, and now I'm worried about all the 50 different ways that I have to figure out to avoid that situation going down that doesn't even exist. Yeah, overthinking is a bitch.
Our brains are just
fucked up.
Not even fucked up. Like, I think bad things are always going to happen. Like, that's very inevitable.
Yeah.
It's the way we respond to those challenges that are going to shape the way we prevail in the future.
Nicely said.
I think, you know, a lot of us are broken, but that doesn't mean we can't be healed.
Right,
You know,
absolutely.
there are a lot of things that you and I, everybody, has experienced that it's going to take some time, and there's really no time frame on when you're going to be healed. You know, nobody's ever going to be fully healed 100%. Like,
right, it's just a journey every day.
You just need to learn how to manage your way through it, finding ways
fucking hard, though.
It is, yeah. That's why, like, self-care, super important. Even if that's just getting up and making your bed and washing your face. Like, doing that makes me feel like, wow, I accomplished so much. Like, I deserve a medal for this.
Word. May I just say, I've been working on, like, I feel like setting a routine that a morning routine that involves self-care. Yo, I've been trying that for like 2 weeks now, and that shit's life-changing. Because usually, like, if I feel like I'm in a really bad state, like, the best thing I'll do is like wash my face, brush my teeth, and I'm like, okay, like I'm good. But then when I have the energy, like lately, I feel like I've been doing okay, the mental energy to do this, like doing a stretch in the morning, making myself like a full breakfast, and like just taking that time to kind of ease into life in my day, yo, makes all the difference in the world.
It does.
Because I started for me. Because then I was thinking, like, yo, when I get out of the house, like, and I just, like, brush my teeth and I leave, I'm walking straight into, like, okay, traffic. Okay, I need a coffee because I didn't make myself coffee. And I need this, I need that. And, oh, my God, I'm already 10 minutes late for work. And it's such chaos one after the other. Like, we don't need chaos. Like, we need to, like, make time for ourselves and allow ourselves to just kind of live through life instead of just survive and, like, okay, what's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? Yo, that shit's been life-changing to take my time.
Take every step as cautious and attentive as possible. Like, be aware of your surroundings, not only, like, in bad ways, you know, but, like, in the good ways. Like, you never know what you see that might make you smile.
Right, like, appreciate the moment. That's something I learned from my therapist recently that I really want to get tattooed. Like, and what does she say? And just let that sink in. Like, every time I say something that, like, something to me seems small, she'll say, and let that sink in. And I realize, like, wow, it seems so small, but, like, you know, who's going to appreciate that but me? Like, I know how big of a deal that is. Like, I know what it took in me to walk into that 7-Eleven in that moment and buy that one thing when I had that anxiety, like, rushing through me. Like, I know what that meant to me. So just let that sink in. So living in the moment, for sure, absolute huge difference. Like, maybe like one flower is gonna make you happy. Who knows? So open your eyes.
Makes me happy.
Right.
I love seeing little random flowers. I'm gonna read one of the questions that someone submitted to me. I found it really interesting. And what was it again? I'm so sorry.
I'm excited.
They asked me, who do you think you'd be friends with celebrity-wise? And I always think about this because, like, it just, like, makes me have so much fun in my head. Like, ooh, who would I, like,
it's so fun to think about.
So, for sure, I would say Tyler, the Creator, because he's, like, batshit crazy, and I love people like that. Like, they just fuel my need to be as chaotic as humanly possible.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I'd be really good friends with Galiuchis. She's more, like, sophisticated. Let's not get too rowdy.
Yeah.
I feel like we'd have some good intimate talks. She's also a weed smoker.
Weed.
She's a spiritualist. I
love
presume.
that. Yeah.
So, I think
I could totally
those would be
see
like
that.
my top people. Not even that. Okay, there's a lot of people.
There's definitely a lot of
so
people.
Many. Like, I want to meet Leonardo DiCaprio one day. I want to meet Kendrick Lamar. I want to sit down with David Attenborough, who narrates the National Geographic movies.
Shit.
Like, yeah, he's like, and now the wild species will perform their mating dance together.
There's so many cool people, but you know who's my number one? My number one. This might be cliche, but Seth Rogen. I want to sit down, make pottery with him, make my own little ashtray set, and smoke weed with him.
Yeah,
like, it just sounds like I would love to hang out with Seth Rogen. It's my dream.
Let's manifest that.
My dream.
We're gonna manifest
Seth Rogen.
Okay.
What's up? Hit me up. That was manifestation, yeah. That brought it to life.
What else? Jonah Hill, I would love.
Yo.
He's funny. He's a cool cat.
There's so many cool people out there. I can't even
Can't even think about it.
I'm not good with names, but there's so many people, bro.
I'm so good with names. I have a whole, like, list of, like, 50 people right now that I can run through. But I'm not gonna. I will save you. I will save the time and breath. Because then
Who's your top 5?
To meet?
Yeah.
Dead or alive or just alive?
Dead or alive. Top 5.
Okay. In no particular order.
No particular.
Freddie Mercury.
Absolutely. Love of my life.
Love, yes. Stephen Hawking.
Word.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm trying to think. Oh, Paula Deen.
Paula Deen.
Like, I just want her to make me something, and I just want to talk about, like, what did you do? Like, who are you? You know?
Oh, Paula Deen.
I'm going to throw in another musical artist. I would say SZA.
Oh, word? I would love to hang out with her.
I feel like her energy and mine would, like, mesh well. She also reminds me of Galiucci's. Like, they're just both on the same level, and, like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Girl
That'd
power.
Be a nice little girl power. Yo, I love
Who
girl
are your,
power.
top 5?
It's a fucking tough question. I'm really bad with names, but I would totally Freddie Mercury, love of my life. Oh my god, I can't even explain. I feel like this might sound crazy, but I sometimes feel like he watches over me, and maybe I created that in my mind, but I'm cool with it. I feel like he watches over me, and I have a cardigan that, like, when I put it on, I feel like, okay, I'm channeling my inner Freddie Mercury.
I love that. I hope he is watching over you. It'd be a little creepy. I'd be like, Freddie, make some contact. Don't be weird. And
Freddie, let me know when you're watching me. Jeez. No, I love Freddie. So definitely Freddie. Definitely Seth Rogen. You know who I love? Chrissy Teigen. I would love to cook and drink with her.
You know,
There's some things that
I'm just like, you're a little annoying, but like we're all a little annoying. So
but, like,
I guess
I would hang out with her. Like, I would do a girls' night, and like every couple months, kind of friend that I would see like once in the blue moon.
Not a close.
Like, you know, and like those people that you have to hang out with limited portions of time
because they drain your fucking energy.
They're draining. Yeah, she seems like, but like, yo, her cooking, I would love to cook and drink with her.
Oh yeah.
She makes her recipe for banana muffins. Yo,
I love banana.
I'm gonna make it for us. It's like I put a slice of banana on the top too, and then sprinkled some cinnamon.
That sounds so good.
It was the most moist, delicious.
My mouth is watering right now. I'm a little hungry.
I love banana. Popcorn.
Oh boom, yeah, that's boom. Right. So that was 3.
So 3. Shit. That is very hard. I'm so bad. Yo, Tom Misch. By the way, Tom Misch is coming to North America, and I was going to find a way to go to Spain to see him, but he's coming to North America. I'm
excited.
so excited.
We definitely got to go.
Yeah, I think we got to check out those tickets, by the way. I'm assuming everyone's going because Tom Misch.
All of us. You guys buy your tickets too.
Yo, let's go, guys. Everybody.
We'll all meet up.
We'll all get a drink after.
Yeah.
But Tom Misch, absolutely. Who else? Masego. I have such a crush on Masego. Yeah. I love Masego.
He's amazing.
I
started listening to him maybe 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found him through Tom Misch. I would love to hang out with FKJ, Tom Misch, Masego, K-Tronada.
Oh man, I love
that.
Him.
What a crew!
When I went to his concert last month, I had the best time of my life. But he was just so like vivacious on stage. Like he was really getting into it.
Vivacious, I love that.
He was like full of energy. I was like, dude, I want to drink with you. I want to smoke with you. Like he seems like such an amazing time.
Yeah, I love when you can just feel someone's energy just by looking at them. Like, damn, you're really doing you. I love it. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah,
I gotta check my.
So someone asked me if I would rather fight one gorilla or 200 chickens. Okay. So this is how I feel about that.
Tell me.
Gorillas are big boys, beefy boys. They would fuck me, like one gorilla would fuck me up real bad.
I just imagine like a gorilla grabbing me like by my head and then by my feet and just ripping me in half.
And
like
they
literally.
Probably fucking can.
I think so.
So I'd be scared as shit. 200 chickens on the other hand. It's like bad enough when like 3 chickens run after you because you get a little like, oh shit, like they really ganging up on me over here.
They're scary.
But 200 little beaks pecking at your feet, like flying up a little bit.
It's a lot.
I don't know. I think I would have to go with the gorilla. I know I would die. But to be fair, I would go out with a fucking fight. I am going to do everything I can to rip that monkey's fucking face in half.
Are you for real right now?
You would fight 200
I
chickens?
would fight 200 chickens, bro. Square
Fight.
up, bok, motherfucker.
But
Yo, okay,
200
but
of
keep
them?
in mind,
200.
okay, but keep in mind, my my family used to have chickens, and we had like
Okay, well
goats
then, yeah, that's-
for a minute, and
that's
like
an
I
advantage.
hated them, but like I'm familiar with how feisty they are, so I feel like if I witnessed like my brother crack their neck for dinner, so I have nightmares about it all the time. But like I feel like if it came to that point, I could fight them all.
Okay.
But a gorilla, like, I have no shot, bro. That shit's just good.
I just
hear
don't-
the split in my brain, bro.
I don't want to crack
Best of luck to you.
200 necks.
I mean, you can just grab
'Cause, like,
them and
one
fling them. They're kind of like cats in a way. I
But
feel like they're a little
200.
resilient. They just
200
seem like...
and-
Yeah, and a big-ass gorilla.
Imagine, this is what I would do. I would like, fuck, I don't even know. Like,
what would you do? Please, tell me
So
what
like,
would you
okay,
do?
he's approaching me.
He's approaching.
Okay, I'm assuming he'd be like on his, hands and like,
weird.
running like that. So
Yeah.
my first attempt would be to kick the shit out of its face if it's in that position.
Okay, he grabs
Like,
your
one big,
ankle and you're
like,
gone. Next
What if he
move.
doesn't though? Or like I could just come at it like this way or that way. Like I don't know. I could do something. If that does not work, then I would like run, not too far because this is a fight. This is a fair fight. I have to like square up with the man. So I would try to get an advantage like somewhere. I don't know. Like I wouldn't be able to fight him on the floor.
You will outrun him.
Probably. I'm fast.
I think the chickens are the better route, Destiny.
But you've dealt with chickens.
But
Like that's a fair
chicken,
advantage.
gorilla. How are you gonna? All right,
With
you're
a
gonna
lot
fight a
of
gorilla. I don't
willpower.
know. Fight a
Like with
chicken
all of
and
my might, I feel like if
I'll
I
release your diary when you're dead.
oh my god, please don't. Like,
Imagine
this
That would
diary,
be
if
so
that got
dark.
released, that would be like, what the fuck happened to this girl? Like, what did
This
she?
poor girl. No wonder she fought a gorilla. Damn.
No, literally.
Shit, she's been waiting for this moment her whole life.
No dead ass. Now I really hope
Shit.
that I encounter a gorilla one day, like on vacation, and I like even if it were walking away, I would provoke
I don't
it and
think
be
you're
like,
thinking about
right now.
the size of a gorilla.
I know, but 200 chickens, girl.
Don't bring me the
200,
chickens.
200 of them. That 200
We're
chickens
gonna
cannot
have dinner
fit
for
in here.
days. We're gonna be
Literally.
stocked up.
If I had a gorilla, that's a lot of meat.
You're gonna eat gorilla meat?
I would assume that I'm fighting a gorilla because
I
I'm in their
wonder if
environment.
anyone's
trapped.
eaten a gorilla and
I'm
what.
so sure.
I feel like they must have some really dense meat because they're so.
Well, they eat. What do they eat? They eat like fruits and shit like that, right?
They eat pretty good.
They do. So I feel like
Maybe
their
they would
the quality
actually-
of their meat would not be that bad. Maybe
That's a
next
thought.
episode we'll have eaten some gorilla meat. We're gonna look for
Okay,
them.
you know what I would like to try? Elk meat.
Elk.
Have you seen elk meat?
No.
Joe Rogan posts it all the time. He's like
He
a
looks
super
like the type of guy that eats elk.
pro
meat.
elk
Like,
meat,
what?
and it looks so like. Are you a big meat gal?
Yes.
Yo,
I can never.
can I show it to you real
ever.
quick? Can we like put it on the screen? Like, oh, you guys need to see this shit. Like,
I-
I feel like it must taste
What
good
does he?
from the way
What
it
does
looks.
he say it tastes like? Like
I don't know if he ever really got. He probably has gotten into it, but I don't quite remember. I don't think it's supposed to taste irony or anything like that. Okay, so this is how it looks raw.
oh,
Look at how that looks, bro.
that looks.
And it looks so tender.
I need elk meat in my life.
We're gonna have to put this on the screen. I'm gonna screenshot this picture. Yeah, it looks delicious. It's a big old heaping of mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, with some asparagus.
With some
broccoli. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting
Yum.
hungry. All right, guys, we are going to wrap up
Yeah.
this episode. Kat, I am so excited to do this again and again
did this.
and again. We really did it. As a celebration for closing, we are all going to take a shot of Jaeger. Woo!
Jagger Jazz.
You want to go get them?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Shout out to Jaeger for sponsoring us.
Thank you, Jaeger. We
Jaeger
love you.
Jazz.
We love you, Jaeger.
Danny and Chris will be joining us. So thank you guys for joining us on Popping Our Cherries for this podcast, and for Chris shooting at the lowest he's ever shot before.
This is a big man, and he's crouched down in a very uncomfortable position. I feel like when he stands up, his knees are gonna pop and crunch.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we did.
Yes.
This
was fun.
Been a dream of mine for years. I'm so happy.
I've been watching and listening to podcasts for like 8 years now.
Word.
So I've always wanted to just start it and just be fucking bonkers. Like, if you guys haven't already seen, there are no rules, there are no limits,
no boundaries
here. This is an open and safe space to talk about whatever is on our mind, and whatever you guys want to talk to us about. We are here to listen. We're here to laugh and have a great fucking time. So
maybe cry sometimes.
Yeah, we'll cry a lot of times. Trust me, that will happen.
I think it'll happen.
So in honor of the first episode of the She Didn't Text Back podcast, guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Cheers.
We'll see you in the next episode. Pa arriba,
pa abajo,
pa
al
centro,
centro, pa dentro. Woo! Till next time.
Oh, that just made me feel so much better, Mike.
Oh my gosh, we did that.
Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 pop.